Danny Kite to kick to Denson and Kevin Williams. Williams has had one kickoff return this year, 97 yards for a touchdown. Kite into the wind. Williams moves up to the 13. And taken down at the 30. It was a real struggle for Jay Fiedler in the first half. Since '95, he's the only one to throw 3 picks in the first half. Scott Williams, the last to do it.
Yeah, a couple of them decisions. This is the decision in the first quarter. Chad Cota picks it off. He tries to make a play on the run. Bradsky knocks it up in the air and picks it off. Tries to force it down the middle to O.J. McDuffie, and Cota winds up with this one in his hands.
Cota with 2 interceptions and 6 tackles in the first half. Fiedler starts the third quarter. Miami begins at its own 30, and Fiedler to throw on first down. Picks up 4 and gets out of bounds. Smith cuts it outside. First down and more. Lamar Smith into Colts territory to the 42. That was a 24-yard scamper by Smith. He has 111 yards on the day already. Fiedler play action. Screen. Johnson. Cut down from behind as he got to the 35. Bradsky, nice job of chasing the play.
Bradsky showed a little bit of speed because he was on his way to the quarterback. Red screen, got back into the play. He's limping a little bit and ends up making the tackle. That's just hustle. Here comes Bradsky. He is number 92. Watch that. He reads screen right now, gets into the flow, and he makes a dive and makes the tackle.
And he came up limping after Mark Dixon fell on him. Bradsky from the Giants. Back to Smith on the ground inside the 30.
Those 2 guys in the middle, actually the 3, Mark Dixon, the left guard, Tim Ruddy, the center, and Kevin Donnelly, the right guard, are doing a very nice job on the interior of that Colt defense. Lamar Smith has gained a lot of yards, and a lot of them right up the gut.
Well, Alice Johnson told us yesterday, we asked him about this offensive line. Why can they block so well now and running the ball as well? He said they are very good as a unit.
And he said those interior 3 guys have the best combination blocks of anybody in the league. Smith again. Great cut by Lamar Smith. David Macklin, the rookie out of Penn State, had him dead to rights, and he just left him in his tracks.
But also, you didn't see that niftiness that you saw in Lamar Smith. I think he's tired. You either spot him right now, or you run a play-action pass to give him an opportunity to catch his breath just a little bit. You keep handing him the ball, he's going to get tired. It's going to go on the ground.
You don't get tired when you make over $1 million a year, Joe.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. You're not allowed to.
So that's a difference.
Just keep giving him the ball.
2nd and 5 for the Dolphins on a critical drive for them. Fake the end around, give it to Smith, and Smith put on his back at the 22. 3rd and 3, 4 wide receivers set. Autry Denson is the setback. Colts come with a blitz. Fiedler, nice adjustment to Denson. Autry Denson inside the 15. Great awareness by Fiedler under pressure.
That was a good decision. And it's really been his inaccuracy has contributed to it, but the decision process has got him more of a problem than anything. Little play action. They come up the middle from the ump cam. You get to see it. Not a very good block by Denson. Hey, if you don't block somebody, that means that means you're going to be wide open in the spaces, so you better catch it. You're right.
1st and 10, Miami from the 14. They're down 14-0 to the Colts. Fiedler. A lot of room. Fiedler to the 6. Well, the entire defense fought that fake.
you're handing off with your right hand, you have the ability to hide it from the defense going this way. Watch this. He's going to right. He hides the ball completely. Never exposes it. Now he has to tuck it in his right arm a little bit. Tony Martin's trying to block for him on Muhammad.
Jay Fiedler, 267 rushing yards this year. Dan Marino, in his career, 87 rushing yards.
Yeah, but those were hard yards.
And they were early in his career, too.
Smith. Cut down as he went inside the 5. They'll mark it at the 2. That will be a 1st and goal, Dolphins. 2 fullbacks in front of Smith. Lamar Smith. Nice stop by Macklin, and then he got help.
This is not defensively. Larry Chester, number 64, is the biggest guy really on this defensive line at 310. Both the tackles are about 285, Williams and Johnson. Both the ends are at 275, Scioli and Bratsky. So they're really not that big up front.
This will be the 11th play of a drive that's taken almost 7 minutes off the clock. Tight set. Smith. Touchdown.
They just run over the left side. Richmond Webb is over there. Mark Dixon, number 63, is over there. 78 is Richmond Webb. Look at the blocking. Webb just takes Bratsky out. They block inside. Hunter Goodwin is a tight end, and he is a huge tight end. And look at the hole.
Mate for the point after. And the Dolphins have cut the lead in half. The crowd back in it because the Dolphins are back in it. Manning. Underneath to James. Picks up about 7.
One encouraging thing for the Miami fans are out there. The Miami Dolphins have not allowed a touchdown in the 3rd quarter this entire year. They've given up only 9 points. And that hasn't been done since 1939 when the Giants did it in an 11-game season. But can you imagine? And 3 of the points were gotten by the Colts in the last game they played. So they've given up 3 field goals in the 3rd quarter this year.
2nd and 2 for the Colts. Manning again talking to his line. James hitting the backfield. Fights forward. That's how good Edgerrin James is.
Zach Thomas is so upset with himself, Joe, because he knows he had him in the backfield. And he told us yesterday, he said, hey, this guy, the one thing you got to do is put him on the ground because he can break tackles. Look at Zach Thomas. He is really going to be upset with himself. Boom. He slides inside. He's got a shot. He actually tackled his own man. He doesn't get Edgerrin James.
So often we look at guys rip off 60 and 70-yard runs and think that's terrific. That was a terrific individual effort and run.
Edgerrin James is a magnificent running back. Miami may have been offsides, and James is buried in the backfield. Derek Rogers came off the corner, but there's a marker down. He may have started early.
You may be quick.
Offside defense, 59. 5-yard penalty.
But you're not that quick.
1st down.
So 1st and 5 for the Colts. Going against the wind. They will have the wind in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins penalized 4 times today. The Colts, not at all. Dilger, the tight end, to the 43. That will be a 1st down for Indianapolis. Colts at their 44. 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and counting, 3rd quarter. Intended for Harrison, incomplete.
You really have to pick your spots when you go after Peyton Manning. Talking to Jim Bates yesterday, he said, You can't line up and show him things right away, because what he'll do is he'll just throw the ball hot like he did that time as Derek Rogers tried to come around the corner on him. You've got to show the blitzes late, and you've got to make your guys go after him without hesitation.
And his defense has done a great job against Marvin Harrison. 102 catches in the regular season. He has 1 catch today for 4 yards. Manning, Dilger underneath. Lost his footing and went down. They'll mark it at the Miami 49-yard line. Manning, Harrison dropped it. Right at the sticks. Jerry Wilson was there, but that's a catch that the Pro Bowler should have made.
You know, Manning is waiting on Marvin Harrison to get open. Here goes Marvin Harrison. Watch, a little fake. He's got the first down marker. All he has to do is catch the ball. A little bit behind for him doesn't make any difference. He should catch it.
Hunter Smith on for only the 3rd time today. The kick to Jeff Ogden into the win. Ogden waits at his 10. Smith booms another one. The wind will hold it up, and it's right at the goal line. Was he in or not? Very, very close. Billy Austin down just in front of the goal line, and he didn't save it.
You know, if he just stops and puts his hand on it, it's going to be down. Instead, he jumps on it, and I believe his head will wind up touching into the end zone.
Austin nearly pinned them at the 6-inch line. Fiedler and Miami start from the 20, the same way they finished the last drive. Lamar Smith for 3. Miami has 2 touchdown drives this year of 80 yards or more. That's tied for the fewest in the entire league, and they need to go 80 yards on this possession.
Well, they don't have big plays as a part of this offense. I think they've got to try and take a shot down the field somewhere. Give Tony Martin a chance to make a play.
Fiedler with time, and now it runs out. Jason Belcher on a safety blitz.
And Ellis Johnson, number 62, is the guy that gets in there first. And Ellis Johnson, we looked at him yesterday talking to him. He really doesn't look that big. He's 6'2", 288. Watch him, number 62, Ellis Johnson. Boom, back to the inside, and he's there, along with Belcher.
See, now, to me, that's a quarterback sack. Get rid of the football. You called the quick one, there's nowhere to go. Jay Fiedler is not managing the game as well as he could.
3rd and 11 after the sack. Little toss to Denson. Autry Denson fighting for yardage, needed to get to the 30, and he didn't make it. Turk, who got off a 51-yarder, his first punt, will punt with the win. That's short. Not a good kick this time, and it takes a bounce for the Colts out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A punt of only 34 yards for Matt Turk. 14-7 Colts. Edger and James. 3 yards to the 40. An official airline of the Super Bowl. Manning steps up and throws incomplete. Had Harrison open at the Miami 45.
Jason Taylor came off the corner, and he forced Manning to step up inside. They're trying to block Jason Taylor with the tight end, Ken Dilger. Look at this. He outruns him. But look at Manning. Steps up. He should have completed his pass.
Well, and see, you don't have to get to Peyton Manning. You just have to make him feel uncomfortable in the pocket, and he will throw the ball inaccurately. He is not superhuman. He's pretty close.
And he's only hit 10 out of 21 passes today for 100 yards. Manning hits this one. It will be a first down. Harrison with his second catch of the afternoon. Trent Gamble, the rookie, was there, but Manning fit that one in nicely.
Marvin Harrison working the middle of the field. You don't want to try and go out against those corners. There he makes his turn, goes down and catches the ball. Terrific hands. You know, and I like a quarterback that throws the ball low in the middle of the field. Not quite that low, but you want to keep the ball down.
1:23 and counting, third quarter. Edgerrin James. Nice stiff arm. Then knocked out of bounds.
They're up close and pressing.
Manning tipped it incomplete off the hands of Robert Jones. Had the shot and a pick.
Oh, Robert Jones, if you turn, if you get your hands on the ball, he really had a great opportunity to make the interception. Robert Jones is number 52. He's covering Pollard, the tight end. Watch this. What? This perfect play. Look inside. There it is. The ball is there. Grab it.
If he could catch, he wouldn't have been a linebacker, right?
He'd been a tight end.
He'd been a tight end.
3rd and 11. Manning under pressure, incomplete. Harrison wants a flag. He was covered by Gamble. There was contact, no penalty.
That time, Peyton Manning got some pressure on him. He's basically been standing up, throwing the football. This time, Daryl Gardner, one of the big guys in the middle, who's really made this defense tick, puts pressure on him. Here comes a big guy up. Peyton has to let this one go and really can't follow through to get the ball down the field to Marvin Harrison.
Smith will punt to Ogden again. For the most part, though, that Colts offensive line has done a great job against two of the premier safeties in the game. Got close on this one. Ogden on the run. Takes you back to the 28-yard line. An 11-yard return after a punt of only 32. Time running out, third quarter. Time running out on the Dolphins, down by a touchdown. 7-point lead over his counterpart Dave Wannstedt. First game of the playoffs in the year 2000. The journey to the Super Bowl starts today in Miami. Fiedler in rhythm. McDuffie with a catch up at the 40. Mike Peterson on the tackle.
Now, since Jay Fiedler threw 3 picks and 4 passes, he's 6 for 7 and come out a lot better in the third quarter.
He led them from behind last week in a must-win situation at New England. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Colts 14, Dolphins 7. We'll be back after this from our ABC stations.